Over on Netflix, among the top 10 streaming movies in New Zealand, apparently, just above Woody Woodpecker. The Outlaws is another formulaic American comedy resting on two ideas. First, there's the old Meet the Parents plot, where our hero doesn't get on with the prospective in-laws. And second, there are the comedy stylings of one Adam Devine.
My parents just emailed that they're coming to our wedding.
Oh, I get to meet your parents finally. Are you psyched? You're not psyched. Are you psyched at all? Is there any psych happening?
Sitting on top of the world, I'm up.
You haven't met this woman's parents yet? They've been off the grid the whole time we've been together.
It's going down, baby, what's up?
You may remember Adam Devine as the annoying character in the Pitch Perfect movies. OK, that doesn't narrow it down, I realise, but he's the particularly annoying character in the Pitch Perfect movies. In The Outlaws, he plays Owen, a bank manager. He's engaged to Parker, who doesn't seem to have a job.
Baby, what's up?
Hey! Billy and Lily McDermott. Meet my parents.
Pleasure to meet you, Neil.
You're very attractive.
Well, thank you.
That's not a compliment. For me, it's too much.
They meet Parker's mysterious parents who've been away for years, we're told, doing good works in the Amazon basin. Anyway, Billy and Lily are back. Piers Brosnan sporting an unlikely Frank Zappa beard and moustache, and an even less likely Scottish accent. And Ellen Barkin wearing a pained expression that gets worse as the film continues.
You deserve something better than that pasty little goober.
Dad, just give him a chance.
Well, what does a bank manager do?
I manage all the security.
Is the best.
Much of the pain comes courtesy of Owen the bank manager, who turns out to have equally painful parents. Richard Kind and Julie Haggerty clearly think slightly desperate ad-libbing may help, but of course they've seen the script. Anyway, the plot lumbers apace. Did I mention Owen was a bank manager?
Let's just pray we have a nice, chill day.
This is a robbery!
I think your parents robbed my bank.
You can't be serious.
OMG, his bank is robbed by two people, one male, one female, heavily masked and voice modified. And even hiding under a desk, Owen can't help thinking they seem oddly familiar. Surely not. Surely there's no chance his soon-to-be in-laws are in fact outlaws, as in the title of this one-joke, high-concept movie.
They knew the voice activation code to get in the vault, which I'm pretty sure I told your mom about when I was wasted. She left me roses
By the stairs.
Thank you for your cooperation, Owen.
Thanks, we get it. Enter a helpful policeman who explains that these bank robbers are none other than the famous ghost bandits. Though, since the bandits have, spoiler alert, been hiding out in the Amazon basin for several years, I can't see how they've managed to sustain that notoriety for so long.
Does the name the Ghost Bandits mean anything to you?
Most notorious bank robbers in American history.
No matter, having established that the in-laws and the ghost bandits are two and the same, the plot gains an extra twist. She's a former colleague of the bandits called Rehan. We know she's the actual baddie because she amusingly kills people, unlike Billy and Lily, who mostly just rob their banks and swear a lot.
Your parents stole $5 million from me.
I don't understand. Was Owen right?
This is a story about Billy Joe and Bobby Sue.
The villainous Rehan kidnaps Parker the fiancée. This provides an excuse for Owen the bank manager and Billy and Lily the bank robbers to combine forces and rob another bank for the hostage money. It also gets Parker out of the way, who's the least funny character in the film so far.
You need $5 million in 2 days. Wouldn't hurt to have a bank manager on the team.
You think you can rob a bank?
If it's to save Parker, hell yeah.
As you can see, this is saying something. So now we step up a few gears. There are wacky bank robberies, there are wacky car chases, there are wacky fight scenes, as well as, unnecessarily I thought, several wacky murders of non-speaking extras. Oh, and there's one James Bond joke, possibly slipped in by Ellen Barkin and Piers Brosnan when director Tyler Spindle wasn't looking.
Do I look cool?
Yeah, you look like James Bond.
Which one?
5.
Well, that was a good one.
It may or may not surprise you to learn that The Outlaws was produced by Adam Sandler, no less. And it's an indication of how little fun I was having that halfway through I found myself wondering whether it might have been marginally better if Sandler himself had been in it.
Just think of how many terrible decisions we had to make to get to this moment in time.
I'm not sure anyone would have helped, frankly. The Outlaws is one of those Netflix films that looks good on the page going in. I assume that explains its chart-topping status for a couple of weeks. Algorithms only measure whether you watched it. They don't measure what you actually thought of it. Well, that's your job, I'm afraid.
Like, who even am I right now?
One big happy family.